Graduation day is obviously the culmination of almost 3.5 years of studies. So once you walk through those hallways and into those classrooms, you really feel nostalgic because you feel all you've grown and learned through those years. For me, Les Roches is more than just my school. I think I was able to get a lot of it professionally, personally. So for me, Les Roches is basically my education, but also my starting ground, where I started. I think the biggest challenge at Les Roches is packing your suitcase and moving across the world for 6 months. It's not a challenge in itself, but it's obviously thrilling to have that new experience and totally moving into a new continent. It's a rush you'll never forget. I think my favorite anecdote was obviously in BBA 1. You were in practical classes with your classmates. And in my case, I had a couple Spanish-speaking classmates, and they came from different countries, the Americas and also Spain. And we came to the realization that Spanish is a lot different than we think. So things for me that meant one thing meant a totally different thing for the other. So it involved a lot of communication, but a lot of laughter and fun at the end. Les Roches is an international community, so you'll be often talking and making friends from all over the world. That gives you, first of all, a huge advantage because you learn how to basically work with everyone and everywhere. Also, Les Roches is a great community, and once you graduate, the next step will be the alumni network. Obviously, it's a huge network, and I look forward to getting as much from it as possible. I think there's something about learning how to do things yourself that then you put into practice. And I clearly remember that one of the first things that I learned at Les Roches was how to iron my shirt. And it's something that I do every single day. Now, during internship, you're provided with a pressed uniform. And the feeling for me then was of appreciation towards that hotel employee that pressed my uniform every single day. So it's about the little things and how they accumulate to the big things. If I were to be able to come back and tell my younger self something, is to trust the process. There is a reason behind every single thing that goes at Les Roches. There's a reason why we're so strict on appearance. We're so disciplined in some of the small things, and we pay attention to the smallest detail. So, trust the process. It's something that may be unnatural at first, but then it just becomes second nature.